What's up and welcome to my channel. Today is an exciting episode because I just hit the 10-year anniversary on my MacBook Pro. So today we're going to talk about some of the good, some of the bad, and some of the ugly. So welcome to my channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and let's get into it. Some of the things that I love about my computer. Like, my computer is an absolute workhorse. It's the MacBook Pro that just hit the 10-year anniversary. So I primarily use this computer for video editing. That's it. I use Final Cut Pro and I use a few other programs. That's all I use. So this is a dedicated computer and I try and stay off any bad sites or any sites that could be detrimental to my computer's health. So the longevity is, also due to me using it as a dedicated computer just for videos. This computer actually has been a really great computer over the years. So some of the good things that I love about this computer, it's an Apple product and I enjoy using Final Cut Pro as a video editing software, and I enjoy the Apple layout and everything to do with the Apple software. So that is a plus. And the computer's never let me down before. And I've taken this computer everywhere. So I've taken this computer across the country and I've carted it around in a computer case for miles. Taken it in and out, really plugged stuff into the USBs a ton of times. And I've really used the computer to its full extent. And some of the great things, the computer is still running perfectly and it still edits videos to this day. This video you're watching right now has been edited on this computer. The computer wasn't cheap. It's roughly $2,500. When it comes to a computer, that's not a cheap computer. But after 10 years of using the computer and still using it daily as a video editing hub, I think it's already paid its money worth and I'm very happy with the computer. So let's take a look at some of the specs on the computer and find out exactly what this computer is. I know it's a solid state hard drive, which is one of the newer ones when they decided to take out the disk drive. So it doesn't have a disk drive built in anymore and it has a solid state hard drive. So these are the two big changes when we went from the older MacBook to this MacBook. So here we go, the MacBook Pro with Retina display. Mid-2012 I actually bought it, so this is actually a 9-year review, but 10 sounds better, it's close enough anyways. Processor, 2.3 gigahertz quad core i7. So a great processor, not the best, but not the worst. Memory 8 gigabytes, so nowadays definitely on the smaller side, but it has enough to do 1080p videos at a decent length. I've done hundreds of videos. It's got the graphics card, so it's a pretty good setup. For the time, it's pretty good. So now we've talked about some of the good things about the computer. And these things are all great and the computer still runs great today and I'm very happy with it. But let's talk about some of the bad things about the computer. Okay, first of all, the keyboard. The keyboard's starting to wear out. After 10 years, I'd expect that constant use on the keyboard. However, if the keyboard starts to wear out completely where you couldn't even see the letters, now we got a problem. And yeah, I wish I remembered the entire keyboard, but the reality is I don't remember where every single letter is, and I shouldn't have to. Another bad thing, number 2, is that it only has a USB 2.0. This is the older MacBook. It's been 10 years. Now the MacBook is completely different. But 10 years ago, they had USB 2.0. I use an external hard drive basically with every video that I make. I can save it to the computer, but the computer's only got about 500 gigabytes of hard drive space. So I use that paired with an external hard drive. So basically you're looking at a bottleneck at that USB because we can't transfer data any faster than a 2.0. So the next generation of USB transfers data 10 times faster. So that's one of the bad things about this computer. You can only transfer data as fast as your USB can allow you. You could put an external hard drive. Now you have a whole system with an external 2 terabytes of hard drive, and you can transfer data as quickly as you want, whatever you're doing. If you needed to transfer data, like in my scenario, we're using Final Cut Pro for videos, I want to transfer data extremely quickly to save the videos, the raw footage on the hard drive, or even save the full library on the hard drive and transfer the data to the computer and keep the computer running extremely quickly, because that does help. And I do that a little bit now, but if we were to jump up to the 4K video, then the computer is going to have some problems. So a bad thing is the USB 2.0, but for its day, you know, maybe that was good. But for today's video editing, you know, it's not the greatest. It would have been nice to have a 3.0. And now we're gonna talk about the ugly. Okay, so what is the ugly things about this computer? First of all, is that I don't know if it's because I keep my computer plugged in basically 24/7, but the battery is pretty much shot on this computer. The battery pretty much will die within an hour, maybe an hour to 2 hours, like nothing like brand new. Brand new, the battery lasted forever, but now the battery is basically shot. So if I unplug my computer, within an hour, it's dead. So I have to keep the computer generally plugged in the entire time. I don't know if I sabotaged myself here and killed the battery because it was constantly plugged in, but that's how I use it. Now I'm more settled and I don't take the computer everywhere, so I can have it plugged in. The battery's basically shot, but it has been 10 years and you know, it works for me now, so it's okay. So that is the ugly of this computer. And another thing about the computer, I did notice that I did get a little dot in the screen, a little white pixel, so that's not great. That kind of sucks. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down there. I'm gonna be constantly working on videos. I'd like to have a video a week, even 2 videos a week. Try and get some exciting new topics, some great tech, and we're gonna talk about some amazing YouTube stuff and really just things that I'm passionate about and anything to do with tech, reviews, some awesome stuff. So hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, and we'll see you next week with another amazing video.